Alrighty, hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David and her ladyship? Now, Bassman may have some difficulties this morning, evening for you, I guess, joining us because the weather is pretty savage and there's outages and all sorts going on in his area. We'll see how that rolls on. Anyway, what I'm doing today is we're getting a start on putting our V8 302 small block into the engine bay of the Volvo from Italeri, as you will soon see. So, to that end, good people, and I've actually even got my shit together to be organised. I know what I've got here. I've got it sussed, I have. In the meantime, you all know the drill. Fuck yeah. All right, bring the camera around. Now, excuse me a moment. Now, this is the engine bay floor from the Volvo kit. Now, there was a little raised up area there, and I needed that to come out so as I could, well, or make it such that I could put my engine in. There's a couple of things I need to have a bit of a gander at here. Now, first up, just so as you know, if you haven't already, this is what our stock is. This is the kit we're putting stuff into. Now, what we're utilizing for an engine is, do we have a pick on these sheets? I think we do, actually. Yeah. This one. Now, the reason I'm doing that is because for various reasons, I wound up with needing to buy a second one of these because I cracked the, well, that is the reason. So I had all these leftover parts. And I think they would look potentially pretty swish in the Volvo. Now let's get a few parts out. All the parts we're going to be needing, more to the point. Right. Now, yes, here is my question. Now, first what we need to do is our engine block. This is going to answer us a lot of questions shortly. Oh, hang on a moment. Yeah, right. Oh, thermos. Yeah, it's a bit chilly at the moment for us, and it's quite unseasonal, in fact. Now, the first thing I need to do, very obviously, is put the block together. What I'm thinking, and I'll show you why I'm thinking certain things, is that I'll need to actually slice a bit out here, and that's probably not going to be hard to achieve. Now, let me just, yeah, nice. All right, and that would then go. Give that a bit of a file just to tidy it up. Yeah, there's what we'll do. All right, first things first. I'm going to glue these to file and then glue. And then I'm going to just have a quick gander at a couple of things once it's settled in a bit. Right, there we go. Now, and here, there. So, let's just make sure that's going to be nice. Oh, that's pretty. How well does it sit together? Not that well. All right. Now, now. Oh, hey Jeff, how are you doing? Now, what we'll do, we'll go this way. Now let's see if the glue's going first, shall we? Get the glue. It's going. It's going well. Alrighty. Now, right there, and down here. Alrighty. Now, what we shall do next is, there we go. Bam. Now, we're going to hold that for a moment. And once that's gotten a bit more, in fact, I can probably just let go now. Yes, I can. Good. Now, something I want to check out is how the right now, what I'm examining here, good people, I'll give you a zoom in so as you can see what I'm waffling about. Ah, Bassman, how you doing? And paste and there they blow. There's the link. Say hi to Bass Woman. And there we go. How you doing?
Hello. Hello, David.
Noise. Now.
Oh, what you tearing up?
Okay, what I'm doing here is I'm having a bit of a looky at things I might need to consider with regards to getting the Volvo together.
Oh, yeah.
As far as the engine in. Now, one thing I do need to consider, now the length, what I'm thinking is I'm wondering, because of course a lot of that would be, yeah, I mean, I can saw parts of that out to bring that forward.
Okay.
That's an option I have. Because when I took the Here's the engine bay apart from the. Hang on, give me a moment. Here we go. So with this is the engine bay floor and front from the Volvo kit.
Oh, you got it cut out nicely.
And I got that thing done. Now, there's a little bit of solid stuff here. But what I'm thinking is that because as you can see, there's quite a big amount of space there, way more than I need. I can saw that out and bring that forward, set that to the right height, because one concern I do have is if that's the top of the engine bay, look how high that is. Of course, that's got to have a air filter on it. And yeah, so that probably needs to be a little lower.
Yeah, because you got your fan belts and your
Yeah,
fan.
these are things to consider. Now, other things I want to look at on the assembly sheet here at the moment are okay, because it looks to me, if we go back to here, that's how they do the engine block into there, and or that part of it anyway. Oh, hang on, or is it up this end? It'd have to be up this end.
Yeah.
Right. Either that, they've got their engine right. That's a bit cunty. Rubbin. I have a cunning plan. First, let's have a look at the relevant part and see, and this is, of course, that's ultimately the axles. Well, I would suggest. And the part is number 9. Number 9. Aha.
Oh.
Correctamundo. They've got the axles and transmission. Right, all done. I'll show you. It's easier than me trying to explain it. Now, right, so you can see there's the, not quite sure what that's actually called mechanically, but never mind. But you can see how they've got the that's clearly the axle as well, goes straight through.
Right.
Yeah. Now, what I can consider, and I will too, is the option being potentially, depending on factors X, Y, and Z. Excuse me a moment. I'll just get a bit more focus. Let's see what can be done using Mustang parts. Because, of course, I have them. That's the one. Now, because if that's... oh, hey, Moto, how are you doing? If they're suitable for the occasion, well, that is surely a win.
They should be fun.
Now,
there's a Camaro.
Oh, nice one.
Yeah, I painted it.
Pretty.
Got the stripes put on it.
Now,
see how it's a deeper yellow?
Yeah. Oh, don't tell me they're going to be uncooperative as well.
Can you see
they've done something similar. Wow. I know that's just straight out cunty, guys. Really? Unless... Rubbin. So, okay. Okay, here we go. Now, in fact, the Mustang 1A wouldn't be wide enough, I don't think, by the looks, which is unsurprising given that the Volvo is a wider car. But ultimately, they've done the same thing, so any plans I may have had to...
So the Volvo is wider.
Oh, yeah, yeah. Now, yeah, so what we may need to do, let's have a look at, right, so, actually, wait, no, that's all good. I just realised I'm being a drama queen, which is a hell of a thing to be when you're a 6 foot, 300-pound man, but we'll leave that discussion there.
Sometimes it's okay to be one of them.
Well, that's right, sweetie. I don't know if in the US you ever encountered a guy named, no, what was his name? Julian Clary. He was a British comedian.
Okay.
And he was a guy who did a lot on the with double entendres and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
He was his camper's of tents. He was, and that was his thing really, as far as the whole. Right, so if that goes into there too. And I remember, and oh yeah, this can work, guys. Him on one occasion chirping out with because he had this assistant named Russell, and on one occasion he chirped out with, "Now, can anybody tell me the similarity that Russell has to Lino? they both fit up your back passage." It's all like, oh, but that was Julian Clary. Oh, hey, Ron, how you doing? Now, I reckon, here we go. What's, okay. Right. Now, what I've got to make sure of is that I don't get my ends wrong, as the bishop said to the choir boy.
Just be gentle.
I think I did just then, because that would be the end, leads to the engine. So this is A2. Now, the question, let's have a look at A2 as a part, if it's still on here. Probably not, I'll probably slice that out. That matters less. Okay.
I saw David was talking about he had the bad storms around his area.
Yeah. All right. I think I can it's not that complex.
I heard that.
So how am I going to get the engine when that's there? That's a bit tricksy. I think I see, said the blind man. Right. So what they do, here we go. This is a bit cunty, but there's ways and means. All right, so we've got our car. And what's supposed to happen in the ordinary circumstance is that this, with its bits and bobs all put together, would go into the, now let me just make sure I've got my ends right again. That end, like so, with its bits and bobs in. And they have the, on the underside, that's when you put that bit in there, as far as the bit that would go through there, if you follow me, which would be, I guess, correspond to that bit, I guess.
Yeah.
Now, the question's going to be, I can actually drop that down into there, but I'm going to require, dangerous game, big boy. Now,
Be pretty badass.
because if I'm going to do that, it necessitates that I would slice along that wide, all the way down there. Trixie. Option 2. I'm going to have to be doing some slicing somewhere is the bottom line here. Option 2. Slice on here. No, I don't like that idea. No, I don't. Because that'll work if I do. Okay. What I'm going to need to do, not necessarily today.
You could actually cut that out and make you like a motor support on each side. That you know that how on some chassis,
What I'm thinking.
Bracket on each side that the engine sits on.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah, if you cut that whole section out and just leave a piece on each side that would hold the engine up.
Well, yeah, as you do with real cars, in effect.
Yeah, where you got the motor supports in there.
Right. Well, that was. Oh, hello. Ooh, that's not good, Ron.
What?
Yeah, arthritis. I've been through that merry little experience, and I've happily for me had the hip replaced. Okay, so now that I know what to do here, I'm not going to do that on camera, mostly because again, all the dust factor. I also need to consider what I actually got this cleared off with, as a quick little aside, was a handsaw. It worked really well. In this instance,
you'd actually take a
knife. Go right down into there. I think mechanical is the way to go, and I'll take it right out through there. Big balls. Big balls.
You could take a knife blade and heat it up and cut it out and then sand it smooth.
That's another sound option, yeah. I mean, I do have some really good saws, like the one I'll quickly show you the one, the saw that I used yesterday. This thing. And you just, and it's actually pretty good.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Even now, I can probably quite easily just mark out.
Yep.
But,
yeah, they're nice.
Yep, this will happen. Now, in fact, no, won't do it that way. I was thinking about going that way, and then I realized, yeah, all this other stuff that you do want to keep is going to be in the way there. That'll end in tears. Tears before bedtime.
Want that?
No, nobody wants that. No. Yeah, definitely a case of watch the fingers. Ooh, look at them fly.
You got 9 more.
That's right. Oh, dearie me. Over here, we don't have a bonfire or cracker night, much to my unhappiness. I used to have great times because some people didn't seem to get the concept that they were explosive devices, and a couple of people lost hands. And I mean, two things there. A, look, it's purely evolution in theory. That's Darwin's operation of survival of the fittest, I say. The other, they've got another one. Surely that's good enough.
Yep. That's it.
Now, as I'm not doing that on camera, and I think, like I said, ultimately, I think the mechanical option is going to be the way to roll. Just because of grunt factor. With a handsaw, it'll be a pain in the ass, or any number of other potential body parts. Now, that being so, what I'm going to do now is start painting the engine. Yeah, and our first port of call, we'll go the engine blue. Now, the engine block requires lots of that. What I'm going to do is actually...
Yep, a Ford engine. That's the route to go.
One of the things I will say for this particular kit is they're very... Check this out. Gives you the part number, gives you the color.
Oh, yeah. I like it when it does that.
Most happy with that behavior, I am.
Yep.
Now, I think D is our blue. I will just confirm that.
That way there's no guessing.
Correctamundo. Now, and how many things need to be D? Quite a few things, as it happens. Well, I'm giving this car quite a dramatic makeover, aren't I? Now that I'm looking at it, I've got, of course, the sump still to put in. And wow. All right, let's do it.
It's going to be another piece to be proud of.
Here we go. Why is there another engine block here? What the devil? Whatever. Not my concern. What I might do is just go for compare and contrast.
Is it another Mustang engine or a Volvo engine?
That's a Mustang engine. Bonus points. Maybe what it could be. Hang on a moment. This is just me having a quick gander. 206 and 205. Now let's have a quick compare and contrast. There is a difference. Not huge, but different. And what I would suggest, in fact, something I might even want to consider. Lengthwise, there is a difference. Oh, here we go. Just little nuances and stuff, guys. I'll show you just for curiosity's sake. We'll zoom in a bit more, perhaps. Right. They are. How's the best way to hold this? Here we go. So you can see there's some differences up front. The block
is a lot bigger.
Yeah. So I might be better served using this one just for starters.
Yeah, that might would do you better.
I would suggest this is also from a 1969 Mustang, but for a different engine. Of course, not just 302s, there was 351s. There was, but I'll keep that on hand somewhere because that's kind of cool.
So, well, you know, you could build them both, and then the one that works, then you'll have an extra on hand.
The plot thickens. The same cannot be said for my hair. Hey, John, how you doing? Now, we'll go here. There. Because in the bigger reality, whilst I reckon with jiggery pokery you could fit a 302 in a Volvo.
Oh yeah, no doubt.
I don't know how he'd go with a 51. Yeah, this is much smaller engine. Much smaller. And why is that not going in? Need to bore that out, I guess. There's something a bit rumpy going on there. Yeah, either way. But it's, yeah, interesting. Now, first, quick file. That's going pretty smoothly. There we go, there's a spot there, just a little. It's pretty nice. It's very nice.
How was your day yesterday?
Good. Very productive, which is how I like them to be. I actually got a lot done on the modelling front as far as organising my my stuff, which I was pretty happy for.
Okay.
Oops, the days. Yeah, there's something not quite fitting. Right, there we go. Oh, wow. Wow. That's without glue. Ha!
Oh wow.
I'm reluctant to not glue it, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Now comes the hard part, though. Can I get it apart? Jesus. Am I happy with that? Yeah, actually. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Now, this is where I'm going to do we're going to try out some of this. It's not quite perfect, but it's pretty bloody close, I tell you. But what we're going to do is hold that there. And just slowly go round. And that way it'll all, there we go. That's what I want to get all joined. Yeah, that's actually, yeah, go Revell. Nice one. Oh, that's interesting. I can actually see this stuff. I don't know if it's just that it's drying that quickly or whether it's actually withdrawing into the crevices, which is what it's supposed to do. Yeah, nice. But I've actually almost saw it doing it visually, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Now, that's, wow. That'll be dry in a matter of seconds. Phew. Come to Papa. And we will do a little more here. Just a good measure. Wow. And then, well, that's looking a bit pretty. Nice yellow.
Yeah, that yellow turned out nice. I'm putting the chrome around the windows now and the fender wells.
There we go. Yeah. And I think now that I've got this together, it'll be interesting to do a much clearer compare and contrast, if you know what I'm saying. Just for because. Yeah, that's good. That's a really solid, tight bind that's got there. Nice.
That's the smaller engine, right?
That is. Now, we can even put them next to each other in length. The height is much different. Okay, let's hang on. I need to bring the camera across. And bing. Right. This is the one that I did first. And as you can see, that is much higher there than
Yeah,
that.
a little
The
longer.
rear of or front of the engine, I guess that is actually, is different in terms of one's got a disc, one does not. There are elements to this area here that are different. Like that's got a little thingy there. That one's that's bigger than that. There are differences, distinct differences.
Now the
Now,
transmission housing is not really going to matter, is it?
you wouldn't have thought, would you?
Yeah, I don't think that's going to make a difference on how it sits in there.
But I think that might, if you follow me. Because ultimately, that's where the sump's going to go. So if I put the sump on that, that's going to sit that high. Here, it's almost going to hide. It's going to be, it's not going to.
Now, were your motor supports attached to the oil pan cover?
Here we go. Actually, I believe,
That one's got the motor supports right there.
here's a bit of luck. Scope this shit out. Now, this one actually seems to have some form of engine support. This one does not. By which I mean, yep, these
Yeah,
little
that's
bits
engine
here.
support.
But this one doesn't. So yeah.
But on your oil pan cover, it had the motor supports on it, didn't it? On your sprue
Yeah,
right there.
yeah, yes, it does. So that's going to be covered there. Oh, here we go. Here's another important detail. Here we go. Now this is where it gets a bit more serious again. Look at this one's definitely the one to roll with. Height comparison. That's huge. And then when you look at that factor as well, that's going to fit much more easily.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's that executive decision made, people. It's all rather exciting, it is. Now, with all of that determined,
Johnny, we have a winner.
we do. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. All right, there's a whole stack of blue to be done.
You must stand and do the winning dance.
Yeah, that's it. Do the chicken dance. Deedle, 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 deedle.
That's it.
What a bizarre concept the chicken dance is. I believe it's actually hugely popular in Germany for some reason.
Oh, was it really?
Apparently, as to why a dance based on a chicken would be of any particular interest to anyone. But hey, whatever floats your boat, man.
It's hilarious. That's why. It's hilarious.
Yeah, that's probably a good reason as any. Or maybe it is the sheer stupidity of it.
That'd be true.
I mean, let's face it. Sometimes stupidity is good.
It is.
That's always been the big thing about Monty Python. It's utter stupidity and silliness. And that's why it's great.
Very much so.
Right, now, one thing I'm going to need to consider, apparently even this little disc needs to be blue. So, okay. There we go. That looks quite happily for us there. Or at least what I'm considering more is for drying purposes. I actually just hold it there when I paint it, I think. Now, and from memory, this paint went on quite happily and nicely for us. Now, aha. Yeah, yesterday I purged a lot of my leftover parts because I had look. Let's face it; it's always handy to have a few leftover parts when those occasions when you lose a part or anything like that. And but I went to my cupboards and I had like bags of them.
Oh, wow.
And it's just like, and the benefit of this is none that I could see. So I culled them down pretty bloody brutally. I took no prisoners, I tell you. And I haven't put surfacer on this, be damned. I'm continuing anyway. You can fix that up by just doing another coat. It's not that hard.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, anyway.
What is it now?
And so what I did actually also make some good discoveries. I found a few things that could be handy on projects in the future, so I put them in a special bag, so that I wouldn't have to go looking for them.
A special bag.
Yeah, there's a special bag. I kept
I got
some of the
one time
spare
having a
parts.
special bag. No, I'm just kidding.
There's and I kept some of the spare parts because they can be handy, but I turfed most of them. Like, how many spare bomb brackets do I need? Once you've got a couple, you're pretty good to go. I kept all the pilots because there was a few of them. I kept all the decals because that's handy, or they can be handy.
Probably picked the mess up right here.
Got
a little bit of chrome somewhere I didn't need to put it. I didn't get to it in time with my licked finger, so I'm gonna use a little bit of paint thinner on a Q-tip. I'm perfect to make a big old blunder.
Oh no. Thinner's messy stuff. Really, in terms of it will fuck your shit up, and that's why it's good to clean with.
Yeah.
I remember one of my worst thinner experiences was I'd done this it was very early on in my modeling thing. Career seems like the wrong word, but you know what I mean. And I was just building the Sopwith Camel to get a bit of a feel for biplanes. It's a very simple kit. I've got it painted looking really nicely, and was about to hit the decal trail when I knocked thinner onto the decal sheet.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Kit didn't get finished, unsurprisingly. The thinner had its wicked way with the decals in no time flat, and showed no qualms or compunction about going, fuck you, Jimmy. Yeah, it was pretty rude. But hey, what you gonna do?
This is correct. Well, the two areas I sucked up on, I think a little bit of yellow can touch it up and it won't be noticeable.
That's all right then.
Yeah, I think it'll all work out in the wash.
That's usually the big one. So long as you can touch it up and go, oh, nothing to see here, people.
Yeah, I think once I get the little bit of yellow and touch that up, it's just a little spot at the bottom of
it. We do also know the rules that should someone notice and then start making criticism, there's a baseball bat ready for them.
Yeah, it's that little area right there.
That's it. You need to get in a bit closer. You need to look really close. Can you see it? Can you? Crack.
Or the baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire.
That's the one. Make sure you get your floor matting down first. You don't want to go through any inconvenient blood spill on your floor. Rubber matting will fix this and make for an easier piece of dropping off the body.
Mm-hmm.
But I've said too much.
That's why they make the extra large garbage bags.
That's the one. Or a large rug that you don't mind disposing of. All right. So there's a engine block off to actually a pretty good start, regardless of the lack of surface there. I do like that blue, you know.
That's pretty blue. It's deep blue.
Yeah, it's a nice blue for engines. Now, we'll pop him into there for the time being. Now, I'm quickly going to check what colour the air filter is. I reckon that will be D as well.
Your paint pens that you bought, you got them from the hobby shop. You didn't order them, right?
Yeah, I got them from the hobby shop.
Okay, because I can't find none with the clip tops that prime the paint. Yeah, I can't find none like that. I've looked online as well, and I can't find none online either.
Well, all I can tell you, and this may help, is that they're AK. That's the brand.
Ah.
So it's AK paints. Real color markers. What are these? Yeah, real color markers. And give me a moment. And also play markers for tabletop gamers. But AK paints.
Okay, that helps out.
So with a bit of luck, you'll be able to track them down.
Yeah.
I'm actually feeling pretty good about having. I'm glad I noticed that other engine because that's a way better engine for the occasion.
Maybe I can find it on Amazon. You can find everything on Amazon, even love.
I don't know, man. You might wind up with herpes of the eye because you'll be looking for love in all the wrong places.
That's what those extra large garbage bags are for. Oh, you found some? How much are they?
Is this French blue? No, this is actually an Australian rail blue, mate.
Whoa. Multi-colors, different colors. How many's in there? Uh, 150 paint markers. Well, that's why it's 100.
Oh, wow.
I know, right? She's trying to find a smaller set. She found 100 markers for like 150 markers.
That cost you a truckload.
Yeah, no, I don't need that.
$500.
I ain't painting the world.
Yeah. Wow, that's just a bit berserk.
Yeah, they're gonna stay there too.
Getting there. Yeah, this is an SMS paint, David. The color designation, and that, let's face it, what one paint manufacturer calls whatever color is not what another paint manufacturer calls whatever, so you can go for corresponding here. Australian Rail PN Blue. As to what PN stands for, I've got no fucking idea, Gov. Actually, Jeff might be able to tell us, as it's a rail thing. If he's still around. I would suggest there's some reason why it would be PN. In the same way that Luftwaffe colours from World War II were are RLM colours, as in Reichsluftministry. Although they do it all as one word. That's something I've got to say about learning German. They will spontaneously and randomly put words together that are not necessarily learnt that way. And
oh, really?
Yeah. And like all I'm saying is not helpful. You learn it one way, and then they suddenly decide, well, no, we can also do this. Thank you very little, cunts.
Damn cunts.
Cunts.
I
remember a friend of a friend wanted to make a movie. He actually had a lot of the uniforms and stuff for it. It was going to be based on a World War I German soldier, Otto Kuntz. The movie was to be titled The Adventures of Otto Kuntz. And he actually wanted me to be in it, largely on account of the fact that I look vaguely German. In fact, very German, let's not be shy. Particularly when I'm wearing a leather jacket and doing your papers. Show me your papers. Yeah. But he didn't end up doing it. Never mind.
I didn't know where you were going with that. You're talking about cunts, and then you're talking about a friend of a friend was making a movie.
Otto Kuntz, yes. Adventures of Otto Kuntz. And yes, ultimately the aim of the game was that at all sorts of opportunities, the tag would be dropped.
Yep.
You really are a Kuntz. Yeah. There are some actually there's actually, of course, I know it as a Dutch surname more than a German one, Fokker. And you got to say, in English society, that's the most unfortunate one.
It is.
This is a very old joke, and I would suggest that probably some of our British viewers would know this one. Now, first up, do you know who Douglas Bader was? Past tense, he's dead now.
No.
Okay. Very famous British pilot. Flew with throughout for large parts of World War II, despite having no legs. He's by the end of his flying career, he got taken POW, escaped, but they pegged him pretty easily because of his legs. Because he had false ones, but still walked very weirdly. He had spent literally years in the air. Anyway, the joke goes that he's after the war, he's talking this prestigious rather, girls' school, and recounting some of his wartime adventures, and chirps out with, well, my squadron and I were flying along, and I looked to port, and there we saw fuckers at 30,000 feet. Looking to the right, planning to take evasive action. When I saw that we had fuckers to starboard, I realized we were in real trouble. Seeing a ripple go through the crowd, the headmistress steps forth, and she's there. Now, ladies, I do hasten to add that the Fokker is a type of aircraft. Isn't that right, Sir Douglas? Yes, ma'am. That is indeed correct. Except these fuckers were in Messerschmitts. So, yeah. Although, by that stage of history, I think Fokker was actually the actual person who started the company that made aircraft for Germany in World War One, was in Holland. And as such, that's why I think he saw maybe trouble coming in Germany once it started getting unstable. Went back to his native Holland. And Fokker still produce aircraft, unless they've been taken over by Airbus, which they may have been. So, yeah, there we go. Now, all right. Getting a bit of colour going. Into here.
So it's your Monday. What you got going on today?
Well, I have nothing particularly booked, but that usually just means I try to find useful things to do in the meantime. And one of the things I want to do today is go for a swim. I want to also go for a walk. I'll probably go for a walk shortly after the stream's finished. Okay. Basically, I want to get some exercises, the nuts and bolts here. And I also want to do some more writing. Whoops, the daisy. That's okay, we can fix that up. And on any given day, I'll give you some summation as to how I roll. I want to exercise, I want to play bass, and I want to write. Now, in my current existence, I need to be aware of things I might need to do relating to business. I also want to consider today seeing about going up to, or organising to go to the safari park tomorrow. If that happens, I won't be on tomorrow, but I'll be at the safari park.
So do you have a schedule for that, or they call you in?
No, what it is they want you to go in at least once a fortnight, which is not a big ask, really. And in that, you have to basically you book yourself in. Okay. And of course, other people might also want to go in on that day for whatever reason, might fit their personal schedules well, as it does mine, sort of a thing. So, what I need to consider is, well, what you do is you book in, and if you've, yeah, so it's a 24-hour thing. So as soon as you're within 24 hours, you go on and you see if you can get that shift, and that's what I'm going to do today. So I might get it, I might not. Okay. The odds are I will, because at this stage I'm not going solo. I'm still going to be going with someone. So with that, they will. I'll probably we'll get up there tomorrow. And that'll be kind of cool because I want to get some. There's been more births up there. There's a baby giraffe now.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, there's. Well, I guess because it's spring, all the animals are giving birth, basically.
Tis the season.
Ultimately, and yeah, and there's also a baby eland. Yeah, so there's lots of baby animals to go ooh and ah at, and there also remains the bull elephant, and I've had some people actually ask me to get pickies, which I'd be happy for.
Oh wow, that'd be cool.
because they might not be able to get up there for a while. Can you get a picture for us? Yeah, I can do that. He's a big animal. As you'd expect, he's an elephant. What the fuck do you reckon, son?
An elephant. Yeah, they are pretty large.
It's an Asiatic. They're Asiatic elephants that we have, so they're not as big as the African ones.
Oh, okay.
But still, in the natural environment, they have no natural predators. And the only thing that's actually going to prey on an elephant is a human with a gun.
Yeah, I know, right?
Nobody messes with an elephant, not even hippos.
Oh, hell no. I mean, that's just...
That'll tell you a lot right there, because hippos will generally fuck with anything. They're rude ass.
Kind of a death sentence, I think.
Now, what else do I need to make this colour? Oops, bit of focus would be good. There's a David's made past comment that yes, Bard was known as, well, was a legless fighter pilot, and one of three pilots in World War II that had prosthetics.
Wow, that's pretty cool.
But there's a movie about him called Reach for the Sky, and he actually didn't like it, or like the portrayal of him. And the reason I find kind of comical. The guy was he was played by this quite chipper chappy English actor whose name escapes me. David might know offhand. Whereas he was not a chipper chappy at all. He was in fact quite a grumpy, cantankerous cunt. Was aware of that fact and made no apologies for that fact. You think, right, yeah? So I didn't think it was an accurate portrayal of him, which is an interesting reason to be which I do understand, I guess. But if they're making you look nicer than you are, what's your problem, mate? Now, 216. That's 215. 216.
Great.
Ah, I see. I think. Yes, I do. I do. I'll stop.
Let's see if I can correct my fuck up.
So, this bitch just here. Now, whew. Coolness. Trying to decide what I want to do for dinner tonight. I need to work these things out in the morning because I figure that way when I go out after I go swimming, I can go to the shops.
Yeah, I've already got dinner planned out for tomorrow. I went ahead and made the meatballs for tomorrow for our subs.
Oh, yeah, nice.
I put fresh parsley in it, a pound of hamburger, Parmesan cheese, garlic.
I'm something I'm looking forward to because, as I think I've mentioned to you, I'm growing a lot of herbs and spices and veg and stuff at the moment. But of course, it's taking its time. The way that it's a fruit and veg thing. What the fuck do you want? But what I'm looking forward to is being able to go, I require this herb and or spice. I'll just go out to the backyard. That would be so cool.
That it would be.
There we go. All right. I should probably get my goggles onto that one because I think it looks neat enough. Given that I'm as blind as a bat.
And then I take roasted potatoes and quarter them up in long slices and soak them in water overnight to get all the starch out of them.
Nice.
And I'll cook them in the air fryer.
All righty.
14 minutes. Cool.
How long?
Cook them in the air fryer about 14 minutes. Get them, kind of crispy.
Air fryer. Now, there's something I wouldn't mind getting. They look very cool, actually.
Well, we just recently purchased ours, and you're like, oh man, I'm going to use this thing all the time. Nope.
Yeah, that is the rules with anything. When I had the cleaner come around a few weeks ago, she noticed I had a Thermomix. I said, "Oh, do you still use it all the time?" I'm there. Because I actually do use mine on a weekly basis, mostly for baking, and because when it comes to making dough, there is nothing better than a Thermomix. I'm here to tell you. And all right, that's that color done. Cool.
Let's see.
Okay, on a moment. I'll just give that a bit of a slap around. Ooh, sounds a bit saucy.
You gonna chrome the intake, or you gonna paint it blue as well?
Which one? What's that?
The intake.
I'm just following the instructions on the. Which one's the intake valve? The
flat part right there, where your carburetor sits on top of.
Yeah. That part.
No, under your hand. Pick your screw up. No, I can't see.
Oh, pick up the sprue. Okay, yep.
All right.
That's blue. That's the air filter.
Yeah. All right, your top right corner.
That.
Yes.
I think that's going to be aluminium.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, painting it chrome or aluminium. Yeah. The intake.
I'm going to check what it says on the assembly sheets. There's no reason why I couldn't go chrome on that. From the viewpoint of course, I've got the this as a contrast straight away, the dark blue, so it'll stick out nicely. Yeah. Anyway, I'll quickly clean the brush. And then you might see about a few other colours. What's the time? Yeah, we'll see about a few other colours. Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very pretty, mate.
It called for being an orange engine, but since it's going into
you pretty much just sealed the deal on what colour that air intake's going to be then.
Yeah, this is the engine for this. And since the car is candy apple red, you know, a lot of hot rodders, when they rebuild the engines, they paint the engine normally the color that the car is.
Yeah, yeah.
That's what I went
Okay.
with this one.
That's interesting of its own. That is normally the color of the, if you follow me.
Yeah.
I see why that would operate that well, but yeah. In
Some
this
do them,
instance,
you know, the factory color, the orange, Chevrolet orange,
yeah, that
Ford blue.
makes sense. In this instance, I'm kind of happier to go with the blue just because it's, otherwise it'd be a black engine and that would look a bit,
Oh yeah, blue looks nice.
yeah, yeah. The um the hull of the car is going to be black, jet black, so black.
Black.
That's it. It's going to be oh, it's going to be a car of color. Yeah, couldn't help myself. Yeah, I know. I'm a bad man.
That was good. Oh,
All right, so I've got obviously our engine block. There, and whilst there's a few other colours to go on some parts here, but
man, that looks really nice. Nice and shiny.
yeah, it's a very, and I'll give it a gloss varnish, so it'll come up super pretty. Now, next colours. Now, I don't want to do anything that's adjacent to that, obviously. I'm sure you can understand that. Which rules out, hypothetically, actually, you know what? Here we go. Here's a nice, sensible option, I think. Give me a moment. Now that is part number 213. Aha. So they're suggesting that that should be aluminium. I say fuck off. We're doing chrome. I like the way it looks on your engine. We're doing chrome. And
It's
also, all the more reason we're doing chrome. These two are actually meant to be aluminium, the thing that goes on top. So they'll give a bit more of a. Oh, and I can do them chrome as well. Yes. Yes. Yeah, I'll do that. I'll do all three of those parts. Let me just.
that's what he said. The way he approached me with the rubber glove.
That's
Yeah.
the one.
Yes.
Oh yeah. Now. Ah yes. Oh yes.
Alrighty then.
Oh yes. Now here's a question. The do you go chrome on the exhaust manifolds?
Yeah,
Or
I'm a fanatic for the red mufflers and either aluminium or chrome exhaust.
yeah, okay. Now here's
And
something to
about
quickly check. Interesting. Oh no.
a gasser.
Ah, they look different is the deal there. So we're looking for quite a few parts here. We want that. Ah, okay, that's that. We're looking for 214 and 215. Bing. Those two, that, and needing to find. Give me a moment. It's here somewhere. Yep. Yes, there's quite a few parts I need in here actually. One of the parts I have not brought with me. I need to track it down. That's less of a drama right now. Yeah, we'll have a gander. Anyway, now that's curious. Never mind. Anyway, let's get some of this chrome going. This should be a fairly straightforward op. There we go. We'll just go with, actually, we'll go with brush I haven't used for a while. This one. This is a really good one for surfaces that are a bit rough.
Rough.
That's the one. Yeah, it's going to look heaps better than aluminium. Now, once I get this done, it's actually something I want to do an experiment with. Once I got this colour done anyway, and you'll soon see what that is, obviously. Now over here. Go into there. That's nice. Yeah, that looks good. That's pretty.
Pretty.
That's it. It's looking pretty enough. Then at the right time and place, the next phrase would be "squeal like a pig, boy." Oh yeah, that's the ticket. Yeah, good stuff. Happy with that.
That's what little Johnny's uncle told him.
Turns out he wasn't my uncle at all. And I slept really badly because my clothes were everywhere.
Oh, Lord. What did you say? I know, right? back when he said I have found someone to play with my own age. That has a corrupt mind as well. Oh, Sherry.
All right, now clean the brush. And then I'll show you how they've come. They're looking real nice. Really nice. And then we're going to try an experiment.
Experiment?
Yes, indeed. Now. So
I'll be ready to dial 911 in case it goes sideways.
No, it's not that exciting as an experiment. The trauma factor is pretty negligible on this one. Okay, first up, though. So
there you go. Nice.
That's I'm pretty happy with how that's looking, man.
Yep.
That's what you want.
Operator.
Boom.
Oh yeah.
So
yeah, that's gonna look nice together.
Oh yeah, I'm pretty happy with that, gotta say. So thank you for that little tip. Now, here, good people, is our experiment. And what it is, I'll just pop this over here to dry. Now I need to get these out. These are the chrome parts for the Volvo. Now, the reason I'm using these is because the mags, well, we're not using these mags. Now, what I want to try and find out is to see how well my tin color, which is what I want to use for the trim, will come up on that. Because that's going to affect how well I can use the Mustang mags, is the theory. If you see the rationale I am applying.
Yep.
So let's have a look at this, shall we? Let me just get this paint out. Now the color I'm looking at for the trim is this. So rather than the aluminium color or even a chrome color, it's going to be that. But that comes up quite shiny, that one. I've got another one in the pen, isn't as shiny. But of course, with the chrome underneath and potentially a gloss varnish, it could be a major winner.
Winner,
chicken dinner. Do what?
I just said winner, chicken dinner.
Well, that is hopefully the plan. Let's see how it looks on one of these, shall we? Come on, out you come, don't lie to me. Stop this knees bent advancing behavior. Okay, don't stop this knees bent advancing behavior or get a fucking pin on you. I ask you. Oh, hey, when I went to the hobby shop, I went to get Nuln oil. They were sold out. And here's the kind of amusing part. He said that, yeah, it doesn't seem to matter what type of modeler he deals with, be it someone who does figures or aircraft or cars or tanks. Nuln oil is a pretty big one.
I need to invest in some of that.
Yeah, well, why is this not coming out? Come on now. What are you doing to me? Stop that. It's silly. There we go. I probably just need to get some more. Who would have thought that, eh? Yeah, I'd say that's probably the problem. I just don't have much in here. But that'll have to, there we go. Or maybe the tube's just being a cunt.
That was John Wick Chevelle. There's Eleanor.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's see how it comes up on these as a theory. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, that looks sharp. I'll do a complete one here, just so you can get the idea. Yeah, this is going to happen.
I didn't see it like that. Yep, look, give it time.
Yeah, I reckon we're on a winner.
Winner.
Chicken dinner. Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Definitely. And bear in mind that what I'm about to show you is a rough one.
Sucks.
That being so,
Get back on there.
Yeah, we're doing it. I'll give you a zoom in. Now, bearing in mind that that's pretty rough, you can see though that as a color it will work.
Oh yeah, that's gonna look good.
That's on the Volvo ones. Obviously, I'm much more detailed on the actual ones we're using.
Tell me what color is that you put on the rims?
That's Vallejo tin. They call it tinny tin.
Teeny
what
tin.
makes it particularly tinny as opposed to any other tin? I know that in Spanish it's called hopolata, which is I googled that and it's tin. So why is ours tinny tin? I have questions here, people. Now, one thing we can do, just on that same experimental basis, they have a similar color in here. Here we go. Let's see how that comes up, and we can decide which one we want to roll with. Almost dropped them. Now, let's see how we go with this. We're going, are we? We're going. We can go for a compare and contrast. First one.
I
reckon. Yeah, this is too red. I don't like it. I don't like it. Or maybe, I don't know. Let me see how it... Actually, no, this could be the winner. See what? Actually, here we go. Oh, actually, that's. Now that it's in position. Yeah, it's a tricky one, actually. Here's our options. There's the dark. I mean, neither is incorrect, but there's the dark one on the side or the slightly redder one on the left I can choose from. I'm inclined to go that one. That's my opinion. The other one's okay. I'll give you a... I just think that's going to give a slightly better offset. That's a little too bright.
Yeah. Yep.
That's my thoughts on the matter. And as it's my build, that's all that matters in that case.
And your opinion matters.
It does. Your opinion matters to us. And your call is important to us. Yeah, whatever you want to tell us, man. All right. Now, I reckon that'll be me done for today. I'm pretty happy with what I got done. Oh, hey, Red Dragon, how you doing? So, yeah, now, quickly show what I've done. Then I'll give Bassman a bit of solo time. So we've got our engine block with the nice blue there.
Good.
We got we got all our engine blue done, which is a good start to proceedings. And of course, we got some chrome parts done as well.
Nicely done. Yeah, that's
all looking very swish and chipper.
Yep.
So pretty happy with that. All righty. And now you have a very pretty looking car there. Boom.
All I've done is put the chrome around the windows.
Oh yeah, nice one.
Around the fender wells.
Nice.
Yeah, I painted it and put the decals on it today. They turned out rather nicely.
Bassman, you've had a question posed to you by Alfonso Riviera. It's whether you get onto the PSAB or AOL chat rooms.
No, I don't.
There's your answer, Alfonso.
I'm sorry.
Oh, so your name sounds familiar. Okay. And that's still looking very pretty.
Purdy.
Indeed. Pardon?
That's been about the size of me today, though.
All righty. Well, in that case, that is us done for today. Now, I may not be on tomorrow. As I said, I might be up at the zoo. If I am on tomorrow, I will certainly flick you and David an email so as you know in advance. I'll know later on today whether I've gone up. Otherwise, assume I'm not on tomorrow. That'd probably be the easy option. But I'll definitely be on your Tuesday, my Wednesday.
All right. Sounds good. You have fun tomorrow.
Oh, I will. Don't you worry. I should.
And I'll be trying to ride the elephant.
Way that I can actually put up pictures on my streams via my platform.
Yeah, that's cool.
I'll see if that is correct. If that's so, I should put some pictures up from the zoo, like during the stream. See how we go on that front. In the meantime, thanks for watching, everyone. We appreciate it. First-time viewers, you know what I'm about to suggest to you. Hit that follow, like, or subscribe button.
Subscribe.
Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch. And get your glue, stick it on your finger, and glue it onto the follow, like, or subscribe button. Yeah, I think we did all right. Thanks, David. And now I may not be on tomorrow, as I explained, but if not, if I am, I'll be on the same time. And on Wednesday, I'll definitely be on same kit time. Same kit channel. I'll catch you good people then. See yous. Our pleasure, David.